Okay, good morning. Welcome to
MathPractice149.
MathPractice number 149. Alright, so we were doing a really cool section in Beast Academy yesterday where you had a square and you had to chop it up into smaller squares, right?
Yeah.
So did you like that section?
Yep.
I think there's some more problems today like that. But it reminded me, and since I just did a video about ancient Greece with your older brother, I thought we'd do a similar video today. It reminded me of something called the Pythagorean Theorem. Have you ever heard of the Pythagorean Theorem?
No.
No? The Pythagorean Theorem tells you about right triangles. Do you know what a right triangle is?
It's a triangle that has a right angle.
A right angle, yeah. And it has a side here that is length A, a side here of length B, and a side there of length C. Okay?
Yep.
So it's just like this wall, right? It goes along the floor, it goes up some bit, and then we could draw a line right down our whiteboard.
Yep.
And it would be this.
Yep.
Okay? And the Pythagorean Theorem says a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And so if we turn this into a picture, a square of side A just goes down here, a square of side B just goes over here,
Yep.
and a square of side C would maybe go up and look like that and get into our words. And it says this square plus this square is the same size as that square.
Interesting.
It's kind of like the problems we were doing yesterday, right? The only difference is you can't chop up our square into squares of this size. So maybe if I put A there, if this was C and this was A, there's no room left for B, but if I rearrange this, I can make a square out of B.
Yep.
You can see why it's a little bit different problem?
Yeah, because you can cut this up into smaller squares and put them in these spaces.
That's right. You could absolutely do that. And what's really neat about this, though, so we don't get the fun little pictures of chopping up into squares that we got yesterday, where we could make one square here and then a bunch of little squares here to make a bigger square. We don't get those super fun pictures, but we get some really fun stuff with numbers. And I just don't have an eraser because I'm going to use my socks. Sock eraser. Alright, so we can get some fun number things though, instead of just fun pictures. So for example, if I make this 3 and then this 4, what's 3 squared?
3 squared is 9.
What's 4 squared?
16.
What is 9 plus 16?
25.
25. Is there a number that when you square it you get 25?
5 squared.
Hey, look at that. So I can make a triangle that goes 3, 4, 5. Whoa.
Interesting.
How cool is that?
Interesting.
You want to see another one?
Nah.
Are you sure? Let's do one more.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. How about this? This will be a challenge one. You ready?
Yep.
Actually, how about not a challenge one? How about one that's kind of like this? What if I made this side 6 instead? What's 6 squared?
6 squared is 36.
And I make this side 8. What's 8 squared?
It's 64.
You know what 36 plus 64 is?
Is 100.
100. Is there a number that when you square it you get 100?
10 squared.
10 squared. Hey, look at that!
6, 8, 10.
6, 8, 10.
It's even numbers.
That is even numbers. Pretty neat.
Yeah.
So we can do these square tricks with numbers, and we can do these square tricks with pictures.
Yep.
Pretty cool. I wonder if they're related somehow.
Maybe.
Maybe. Alright, you excited to do some more Beast Academy today?
Yeah.
Alright, good job today, sweetie. Good job.